Sweet 110, spot that, chop that, tryna look me up.
It's Madden NFL 24.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
On play action, Love to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
And Mostert with a first down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. To throw is Cousins. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Jordan Addison hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the #11 spot.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Packers had 12-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On now is the Packers punter, K.J. Osborne, deep from Minnesota. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He gets it to Addison, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Cousins now. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be taken at the 10. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ready.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Dobbs goes in motion. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. That's caught by the rookie Jaden Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Love going to give this one to Jones. Shoves him aside. And he'll take this down to the 33. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Let's go now. Set.
Throwing. Love. Dancing to his left. Completed out left to Dobbs. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st.
Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs from 21 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken inside his own 40. A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down. The throw right side going to be complete to DeGuara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about a...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Cousins getting this out to the flat. Mostert. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Listen to me.
To the air again, it's Cousins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Vikings that have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Hey, no, easy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Cousins on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Running the counter with Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play fake. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson. 40 yards. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
There he goes, right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Play action this time with Love. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve their passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well. Back-to-back incompletions, and it was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
6-yard line.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now Cousins. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long for Cousins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken from just outside the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kawhi Williams. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Osborne here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, 75 yards. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Off the play fake, Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
Ready up. Cheetah. Cheetah. Hut, hut.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Ready.
Now Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Love looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Cousins and the Vikings down by 9. A minute 36 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on first and 10. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Cousins. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Now first and goal. Cousins toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To throw is Cousins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Here we go.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every